Pipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tannehill now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they